So I just got back from the movies tonight, where I went out with some friends who took me to a movie called Stop Loss that I actually thought was really good, and I was kind of surprised that I hadn't heard of it. So, as I usually do after I see a movie or show, I go on the internet to find third-party validation of my opinion from anonymous internet commentators. And that's when I stumbled across your video. And there are parts of your review that I agreed with, but your reasons cited for not liking the movie I just kind of thought were bogus, and it inspired me to make a rare video response to it. Your main gripe seems to be that it's a highly political bias, with the filmmaker saying, the president, the president, the president, as you said. And as far as I can recall, there was actually only one mention of the president, not even by name, and it wasn't by even one of the characters affected by all of the tragedy or the stuff going on. It was the boss in the army when he said, the president's order to have you come back. I also believe there was a photograph of George Bush maybe, but even then he was smiling and just a framed photograph. He wasn't eating any children or anything. I don't really see the political basis there. Although I wasn't really paying attention during the one scene where they were in the bar doing shots, so maybe there was an extensive conversation about Dick Cheney or something. I don't know. I must have missed it. I guess the rest of it, you could say there was maybe a political bias in that the characters were trying to escape their war duty and going back to war. The guy was on the run, and it was showing some of the. It was kind of depicting it as sort of a dark psychological effects of war on these people, but. You know, I don't think the plot really could have had it any other way. I mean, it's not like he was just running from the army because he wanted to go on a road trip, or he jumped into the pool because he was angry that swimming hours at the hotel didn't start at 8 a.m., or the guy in the woods shot himself because the song he was going to write on the guitar didn't turn out to be a hit. I mean, there's really not many other ways to depict this human side that you seem to like the movie on. And then as for like bashing the filmmaker herself, Kimberly Pierce, because she's going into it with some sort of liberal, cool bias, even though 60% or more of Americans don't agree with the Iraq War right now. Well, I do agree it is very suspicious that a film about the Iraq War issue was made by a Hollywood filmmaker. I mean, Kimberly Pierce, I thought, did this pretty respectfully for, you know, a girl whose last movie was about a chick trying to pretend she had a dick. I think when they say support the troops, that really means supporting the troops in every respect, supporting the reason they're there and the cause that they want to be fighting for. And I think that she respected that in the ending when he did wind up going back and pursuing his duty. But I think the movie did really capture, through all the psychological side of it and the damage these people have experienced, that just how tragic and pointless this war ultimately is. And I mean, if you want to talk about political biases, obviously, clearly you have one when you're saying that comments like, if we weren't there fighting, the consequences would be far worse. I mean, I had to double check to make sure your video wasn't posted in 2004, even though it's a review of a current movie, because seriously, like, get with the times. Like, the Iraq War, September 11th, seriously? Like, why are you on the internet posting reviews if you can't get that shit straight? It's fucking 2008. Like, we know there was no connection between the one terrorist attack the country has experienced and Saddam Hussein. We know there was no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. We always knew. I mean, that's what this movie was showing, is the tragedy of the fact that if there was any political bias, that's what it was showing, is just that these people are enduring these effects of this war, and for what?